The faster you get your loadout, the more kills you can get. After you get a kill on the enemy team, their whole team will ping up for you guys for a couple seconds unless they're rocking ghosts. Also in this gameplay, I don't think I died once in it. Lucky ones, if you guys have been playing Verdansk for a while, you guys know the game has been flooded with a lot of cheaters, man. So I decided instead of doing live commentary on Verdansk, we would flip over from Warzone to Rebirth. Now Rebirth is actually one of the most popular game modes at the moment right now. We've been seeing a lot of content creators like Swag and Nick switching over and playing that game mode. So I figured why not do a little bit of a live commentary and break it down for you guys. So you guys are about to see some high kill gameplay in Rebirth alongside how I'm able to get those high kill games, because Rebirth is like, at least what I've learned more and more, it's totally different compared to Warzone. And we're gonna quick shout out to hashtag for the algorithm. You guys have been pushing out our videos like crazy with all your comments. Let me know in the comment section below for this video, man. Hashtag for the algorithm, what you guys learned from this Rebirth video. Is this something, a new tip and trick, a jump spot, you know, a certain kill, whatever it may be? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm gonna reply to all of them like you guys know I always do. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like, and only if you guys enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you guys are new here. It really does help us out a lot with those push noties on, so you guys know every single time I upload a video. Next video is gonna be an absolute banger. Can't wait for you guys to see it. The long-awaited video of Rebirth is here. You guys have been pressing me about it all over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Lucky Chamu. Lucky, when are you gonna play Rebirth? Lucky, play Rebirth. Give us some tips and tricks, because you guys know I'm a very tips and tricks how-to YouTube channel for Warzone specifically. But you guys been asking a little bit more on Rebirth, so I figured why not go in Rebirth and drop some bombs. And over the last couple days, I've been watching YouTube videos, other streamers, and really taking all in all the information to share with you guys and stuff that I learned. And the number one thing I would say to start off the video is lower your expectations. Now, getting 5 kills in Rebirth is like getting 15 kills in Warzone, and the reason that is the player count is dropped down from 152 to 40. So although the kills may not be difficult to get, because most players are recovering and coming back from Googe, it's gonna be a little bit more it's gonna be difficult in the sense of there's not that many players to get, and there's a spawn protection, which we'll get into a little bit later. Real quick that I want to hop into, perfect timing, is I like to either jump on the left or right hand side of prison block. I think it's one of the most populated areas, and it's the center map, so you can really kind of see, all right, am I going to cut left, am I going to cut right? It doesn't matter, whichever point you are, you're in the center of the map. But my jump spot, if you haven't noticed already, jumping in Rebirth, I don't know if it's because of the altitude you jump at or it's an in-game mechanic in itself, but you actually fall at a faster pace. Within my first game, I actually broke my ankles because I wasn't aware of how fast I was actually moving compared to Warzone. But something I did learn, and this is good for any spot, jump at 200 meters. So I'm going to throw that mark, and I'm going to jump, and we'll take a look. At around 250 meters is when I jumped at, and so around that nothing over 275 you kind of want to jump down on. Again, this depends on also like the direction. If it's going straight down, then obviously jump right away. But you know, within those meter, in that meter class, I'm able to get to the spot quickly and first. And also on this note, prison block's gonna be a hot zone, so what I like to do is I like to scan the area real quick for a weapon. If not, cut inside a building and start looting up. With Rebirth prison block, we're gonna talk about prison block while we're here. What I've noticed is people will either land on the roof, and it's not just the roof they land on, nor the bottom floor. There's a lot of windows you can jump in on the left, right, second floor, third floor, and people will get to jump on you when going down the stairs because they have a gun. They're waiting for you down the stairs, and they're about to beam you. It happened to me a couple times. So what I've learned to do is, instead of rotating down in prison block, rotate across and avoiding areas that are a little bit more populated and a little bit harder to work with. Also in this gameplay, I don't think I died once in it, so that's gonna be a little tip for you guys to see how I play it, to play a little bit of a flawless game. We're gonna loot up as something. Also a little tip for my Warzone players who don't know, if you play Rebirth, you already know this. 7,500 is the loadout amount of cash. As soon as we have money, we want to get that loadout ASAP. And the reason for that is because as soon as you get that loadout, you can start flying and fragging out. It's the same thing as Warzone, where the player who plays the fastest will, you know, obviously, yes, there's other factors of gun skill and positioning, but the faster you get your loadout, the more kills you can get and the jump you'll get. I got lucky right here and was able to get a little bit of a special. I didn't know they spawned here. So that's something I learned, that you know, they spawn at this location, or not this location, on Rebirth in itself. The class I'm gonna be rocking will be an overkill class. Something I also learned is that after you get a kill on the enemy team, their whole team will ping up for you guys for a couple seconds unless they're rocking ghosts. If that only matters if you're playing close with your teammates. The map is small. If you're trying to go for a lot of kills like you're about to see in this game, please split up. 2-2, 1-1-1-1-1. You know, everyone's solo split or 2-2 split. Now, we start with the 2-2 split off first. So I'm going to be running with my homie Ghost Panda, and we're going to rotate towards Harbor side and work this bounty. The reason we're going to work that bounty first instead of going for these big chunks is because you get that eco flow. Now, this does torch a little bit of time, and I could have missed out a little bit more kills, but having that eco in our pocket is going to help those UAVs fly and also res money if need be. Now, I don't die in this case, and we do have a lot of res money because we are hunting these bounties, but it's the same thing as Warzone, you guys. You guys want to make sure you guys are bounty hunting, especially off rip. We're gonna rotate towards this. Mac 10 in hand. Mac 10 doesn't have the fastest TTK in the game right now. I think the best SMGs in the game are gonna be the Cold War MP5. Some would arguably say the Bullfrog, but I say the Mac 10, and it's something I've been using a lot in alongside this AR I have in my hand, because the Mac 10 is a good pub stomping class. Now, the only time Mac 10 is gonna lose a fight is if you play a player with better gun skill or the same gun skill, and it's a 50-50 fight. They're gonna obviously win it because they have a faster TTK. If you are playing something that you're pub stomping, going for a bunch of kills, 90% of the players you're going to run into aren't going to be better than you. And if you prioritize your positioning and you prioritize everything else, you should be good to go. Mac 10 in hand, going to pop Deddy a little bit early, going to get some shots on that. Not enough to kill him, but enough to break his armor. He's going to rotate right hand side. I have the Mac 10 also in hand. I'm going to get pinged on the guy on the right hand side who's watching the staircase. This guy cuts inside the building. He's weak. He's going to heal up. I need to focus on this fight alone. I'm going to go ahead and snake that, go for some headies there. Immediately, as soon as I get the knock, I'm not going for the full kill, but I'll relapse on that point. I'm going to push into here. He's healing up just like I mentioned. Going to get that knock, going back to the first guy so he doesn't self-revive. Get that full kill, working this kill, and getting the full kill on that. Now, think about Rebirth. Warzone players, pay attention. New Rebirth players, pay attention. Every person spawns in with self-revive, something I learned over time. And so getting a knock, it is important to make sure you are playing the full kill, but don't prioritize the full kill. I could prioritize the full kill right there, but easily get traded out. Don't do that, because you could have self-revive with default weapons, or they could have not died at all, got their loadout, and have self-revive. So you got to play every fight very carefully and play it smart. Just because you get a knock and they have self-revive doesn't mean it's going to be a free kill. I'm going to get a knock on that. Going to rotate left-hand side with the C58 in hand. Going to have eyes on another player. Going to get a reload in first. Line up my shots. Not enough to break armor, not enough to put him down, but enough to notice that he doesn't have any shields. Gonna pop 2 UAVs, have one in pocket. UAVs are a little bit cheaper because they do have the specialist, so if I didn't have it, I would still have it, I think. Gonna rotate. Now, those pings are gonna pop up. One player, if you notice on the left-hand side, the deeper player, he has an arrow underneath his red dot. That means he's a floor lower than me. One player is above me, and one player is leveled with me. So that's how you tell if the arrow's above the red dot, they're above. No arrow, that means they're centered, and then one under means they're below. So I'm like, all right, everyone's on a different floor. I gotta play one pick at a time. I'm not gonna go for the guy lower, and here's the reason why. Rotating up top, getting this kill first. Gonna get some shots on that. Cutting right, backing up. This is important. These are what I call awkward fights. So we both slide into each other, right? And now I'm right here ADSing. He's also ADS, and our shots are going to be a little wonky how close we are. So what I do is, instead of kind of pushing or throwing a punch, I jump back up, hip fire, and land some shots here. We get that full kill. That player's still below. He's rotating on the left-hand side. And the reason I went for the high ground here is going for the high ground in this position is good, because if I went for this player first and then I have to look up, now I'm rotating, looking up, trying to find him while he has a better angle on me. Going for the high ground and then looking down is a little bit easier. I'm going to jump up right here. Cancel my shield replenish. Gonna get the knock on that. Gonna get the full kill. That's 5 kills now with 25 players remaining, with including my teammates. Player on the left-hand side. Little player deeper. C58 in hand. Going for the full kill when I can. And as soon as I'm getting the full kill, I'm dashing left. I'm dashing right. I'm dashing right. I'm dashing left. It doesn't matter. But make sure you're never at a standstill. Same thing applies for Warzone. Never be at a standstill. Always keep moving that left stick. Gonna have a player in front of me. Gonna throw a nade. When I get clustered and he's on Heglish like that, no matter how good you are, that is not a favorable fight for you. Whether you land every single headshot, sure, good for you. But in a realistic and statistic kind of way, that person is in the most ideal situation. Cluster strike heady. So what I need to do is I need to throw a nade to create an opening, have that player push back, reposition himself so he doesn't get hit by much, and then that gives me an opening to push up on the left-hand side. Yeah. Hug the wall also when I rotate.
I'm with the nade.
Jumping, going for that full kill. Yeah. And immediately, I notice I'm not beelining towards the loot. I'm kind of looking left and right, right and left. And I think I'm going to go for a UAV here. I mean, this easier. See, pop the map. Okay, we got a lot of players bottom left of harbor. We have a lot of players living quarters. Living quarters might have been a better push here because those players are going into zone. But instead of that, I'm gonna go help my teammate out because I noticed that his threat level, Panda, is about to go up in a second. Boom. You know, threat level number 2. I'm on he's gonna go ahead and push them head on. So I'm gonna kind of bait my teammate because I know that he is about to be pushed by some couple of guys. So if I could work a different angle while they're focusing on him, I could clean up and get kills and hopefully him not die. I think he dies before I could get in my ideal situation. But again, that was the goal. I'm gonna rotate on the left hand side. This player's gonna go down. He disappears. This guy disappears. And if you took a look as I was driving, their loadout was there, so he got ghost. So he's still in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and scan left. Not gonna see him. I hear doors. Now, again, I don't like playing center prison block because this area is just, it's wonky, if you ask me. It's just, there's too many loopholes and doors. He's going to live ping him. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to get a knock here. Immediately go back into cover. Immediately go back into cover. Close the door. Re-peek it. See if he's close by. He's not. Then I'm going to hug the wall as I rotate. Now, in areas like this where Rebirth has a couple areas like on the top of the buildings and, you know, down these lanes where it's just out in the open, don't run down the middle. Hug left, hug right. Never go down the middle.
Oh my God.
Jumping up top. Now I'm going to see that their footprints with tracker. I'm going to jump up. This is important too. Going for the full kills. Doesn't always have to be with your primary or secondary. I like to use nades when I can. Going 1. Going 2. And as their nades are getting the full kills, I'm going to replenish my HP. Then I'm gonna go for the full kill. And the reason I go for nades, you guys are, why not just, you know, it's a waste of nades. No, not really. 1, I have restock, and 2, if another player pushes in and that third player is coming in, I'm not gonna get a kill with nades. I'm gonna get a kill with the gun. So if I waste my ammo on going for down players, I'm not expecting the third party or the fourth party or whatever it may be. And that's the #1 rule I tell you guys all the time, man. Always expect the third party. And by doing that, I throw nades, make sure my gun is fully loaded and ready to go. Both players are going to go down. When players go down in Rebirth, what happens is you only have a certain amount of time. You have a certain amount of time before you spawn back up. And when you spawn back up, like I mentioned before, you have a spawn protection. And that spawn protection actually lasts till 10 meters above the ground. And I kind of test that theory towards the end. You'll see that when there's like 1 or 2 players alive. Players going to be down below me. And this is actually one of my favorite spots to camp. Not camp. I don't like that word. You guys can get mad at me if I say that. But anytime you see a loadout, and obviously there's a lot of commotion going on around it, playing kills, and usually there's about 2 teams here. Playing kills is very important because what happens is getting kill after kill after kill, depending on how fast you kill them and the timing on it, they will keep landing on their loadout. These are not smart players. Don't do this if this is you. Don't continuously land on your loadout because guess what? Players like me, I'm going to sit on it and wait for you to come down and get a free couple kills until your team is fully dead. And by doing that, guess what? I just racked up another 5-6 kills and I could just move on to the next team. Here I am going to work the roof, and here they come falling down. There's more loadouts down that lane, more loadouts down this lane, and I'm just in an ideal situation where I have the high ground. They don't have much cover, and they can't really dodge my area. 13 kills with 15 players up. Now, obviously, that number doesn't look good, right? You would assume I maybe end up with, at most 18 kills, another 5, considering that I have 4 teammates up, 11 players remaining, you know. But because in Rebirth, they continuously spawn, and if you prioritize your positioning and making sure you get the right amount of kills at the right time, timing is important in Rebirth, you will be good to go. And I actually end up with 20 plus this game, surprisingly. Gonna get another kill on that. 14 kills. And notice I'm just working the roof as well as looking up. Another player landing here. That's gonna get another knock. Try and go for the full kill. Can't get it. One player's pushing up towards me. 658 in hand. Enough to get the knock. Not going for the full kill. Now it's time for me to relocate myself, reposition myself, switch out to the MAC 10, play a little bit more aggressive. Also replenish my AR ammo, get that reloaded, switch up to the MAC 10, get the full kills. Here's a little bit of a turn and burn. I'm looking for this player, right? I'm not too sure where he is. He's going to be right behind me. Going to go ahead and go for those shots right there. And boom, 16 kills now with about 8 players remaining and not including my teammates. Going to go ahead and get a UAV. That's 1. Pocket 1. And now I'm going to pull up the map right here. We got 1 player towards living quarters, and living quarters is not going to have that many people. And again, this was a fault of mine. When I rotated, instead of pushing out the team that was out of zone, I pushed for a team that was in zone, and I helped my teammate out with their bounty. So yes, I kind of prioritized helping my teammate and whatever in that fourth of getting more cash and stuff like that. But the lobby ended up dying. So you got to kind of look at it. Is it worth, you know, getting the eco up and getting ready to go and fly that way, or is it prioritizing every kill possible? In my eyes, I think, you know, either way could have been good, but looking at it hindsight now, getting kills is important, but playing it too early on and playing too over aggro without any eco could be a problem. This player's at 10 meters above the ground. Gonna double nade on that because I have an armor break. Gonna have a knock on that. And notice how I'm kind of like playing my teammates location right now. We're also getting an advanced UAV up. Those players are gonna fly down. 17 kills now, still 8 remaining. Those players are flying down. Again, I'm like, okay, give up on it. Yes, I could probably get a couple more shots on it, but that's not me getting a kill. That is me just doing damage and maybe someone else taking that kill. So know when to stop shooting, especially when these guys have their spawn protection. He may or may not have been 10 meters above the ground. I'm using the high ground to peek over the ledge. Gonna get one knock and have a player a little bit deeper, enough to break armor. Now, I thought there was a little bit of a cutway down there. He actually ended up juking me. He relocated and repositioned and rotated faster than I thought. So that's, again, knowing the map, obviously through experience and more time played on the map, will you begin to learn it a little bit better. Right here, this is a perfect example of, let's see if I have the marker on ping. 88 meters. This is when I start shooting him. He has spawn protection. This obviously would have killed him a long time ago, but because he has spawn protection, it doesn't. Doing damage on that, not enough to kill him. So I'm like, you know what? I personally thought he was low enough. So we're learning as we're going, but it's about 10 meters above the ground where you could actually do damage to them and kill them out the air. Now, is it smart to get the kills out the air? And towards the end game, yes. At the beginning of the game, maybe. If you are in a lone location by yourself and you have 3 players flying in, maybe get 2 of them, let 1 of them be, because you guys want these players to recover more kills. So that player recovers, they stay up a little bit longer. They don't have to have eco. This isn't buybacks where you need to have 4,500 to come back. This is all time based, not eco based. So by them just floating up, their timer's ticking up for their next player to get up. Players gonna push right here, gonna slow down my tempo, reach out with the right hand side peak of an ADS, land those shots. 19 kills now with 4 remaining, and this gets a little complicated. This is more of an advanced tip for you guys, man. As we're playing this, there's 1 team remaining. There's 4 of us alive, so that's 2 left in the game, and we know one's floating. Here's me checking their spawn protection. I'm landing shots, right? Nothing. This was the one I really tested out. So you kind of like take shots out the air if you're kind of testing it out to kind of get that muscle memory and feel to when you can actually kill them. I'm gonna get that kill. My team is close enough to get that full. 1 player's gonna get bought back up. Now we're looking at 4v1. We know 1 flew in. He's on the left hand side. His player's gonna get brought back up. 2 players now remaining. So if you take a look at the left-hand side underneath the map, 24 seconds remaining for them to keep getting brought up. So this is what I like to call farming kills. Now, I have already 20 kills. Might as well rack up a couple more, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe even a whole team wipe on them. But as much as possible, when you have this much dominance in a lobby, whether you're 4 teammates remaining, 3 teammates remaining, whatever it is, and you guys have a number advantage, or it's not a number advantage like we have right now, or we're about to have, but because we have better positioning, better loot, you can control the tempo of the lobby. And although it may take another 1 or 2 minutes, rack up a couple more kills, and only really do this if you have a good amount of kills. You're on pace for PR. I have 20 kills, so I figured, you know, because 20 kills is actually a little bit harder to get compared to Warzone. Let's just see how many I could get. Gonna get another kill right there. He's gonna call me a hacker. Wait till you see the end game. It's gonna be hilarious. 1 player flying in. Boom. He is. We're tagging him 40-41. So 40-41, not enough yet to do damage on him. Another player rotating on the right-hand side. They're landing on roof, so I need to relocate myself and put myself in an ideal situation. Rebirth Island is one of the most complicated maps to Warzone to date, and the reason for that is because there's, you know, all the way on top prison. There's all the way down low. There's like in the water area, so you got to be able to relocate when possible. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a mount on this, I believe, and just wait for him to re-peek and get that kill. And gonna go for the full kill right away. And the reason I'm going for the full kill right away, and you guys were like, aren't you farming kills? Well, if you look on the top left hand side, it's already been disabled. They can't respawn unless their teammates buy them up. So now it's all about getting these last 2 kills, closing up 24 kills in Rebirth, and walking away with the dub. Now, hopefully this kind of simplified Rebirth a little bit more for you guys, and you guys took in some tips and tricks that I've been showing you guys. I have a couple more ideas for Rebirth depending on how much you guys actually enjoy it. I know many of you guys enjoy Warzone, the vlogging content, and whatever it may be. And again, thank you guys so much for the love on that. So we will make sure we stick to our roots. But again, if we hear a positive, oh, watch this play. He does enough damage to me where I have no armor. I have an MAC 10 in hand. Instead of reach out in this doorway, making that 50-50, I'm gonna go through the window. Not expecting it. 24 kills there. But again, if you guys are enjoying this content, man, of Rebirth, I could definitely throw it in a rotation alongside Warzone, our vlogging content, and etc. But things I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below. one, did you guys like Rebirth? And two, what is content you guys specifically want to see on the channel? It could be anything from IRL to unboxing to challenges to Warzone to Rebirth, whatever it may be. I want to make sure I continuously put out the content that you guys want to see, and I'm growing my channel with you guys and your guys' likes and dislikes. So let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this breakdown. And hey, enough of it in the Twitch chat. We did it. Let's see how much you guys like it. On Twitch loves it. Let's see how much YouTube loves it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Enjoy the rest of your day. Lucky ones, peace out. And again, I'm lucky to have you guys watch my content every single day. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace out.